Texas backyard barbecue. Today, jalapeno au gratins.
Well, hey y'all, we're back again today, and this weekend I went to the new H-E-B opening in Plano, Texas, and it was great. It was great, and it kind of got me inspired to think, you know, with the price of food being so high, how can we take inexpensive products and make them taste great? So I figured, you know what, let's put something together. So here we go. We're going with $1 a box for au gratin potatoes right off the shelf. By themselves, pretty boring, pretty boring. Okay, but what we're gonna do is we went to the garden. We got an onion, a jalapeno, 3 red chili peppers, and 2 habaneros. The habaneros are directly off my own plant, as are the red chilies. The jalapeno came from the store. We're then gonna add some Monterey Jack cheese, and we're gonna add some sharp cheddar cheese. We're gonna layer this all together into a roux. We're gonna pour it in with the potatoes that come with this, and maybe a surprise or two. And then we're gonna layer it with bacon. Yes, I said bacon. Who doesn't love that? Let's get started. Okay, so last time I used these chilies, I cut them up and cleaned them using my bare hands. A bit of a mistake, I will say. My hands stung for a week, at least. Amazing. I made the mistake of wiping my eye once too. That was another mistake. So we now have gloves, to cut up the chilies. And from my experience, I highly recommend you do too. So just take and these I'm gonna get rid of the seeds in a halve. So I have them up. Do a little bit of a cut down the vein here, because this is the part you want to take out right here. You get a lot of the heat out with those seeds. Some people like the heat, you know, some people don't. My wife does not. She likes some, not a lot, but. So just slice that out, put that to the side. Do the same with these red chilies. Now these red chilies were the problem ones, I'm going to tell you. These things, they taste really, really good. They're almost a little bit sweet on the initial taste of it. They are a little bit sweet, but then after the seeds catch on, they're pretty aggressive, yeah, to say the least. A little hard to deal with the smaller size, but you know. I'm going to use 2 of them in this. I know I got the others off, but they were ripe and they'll get used in a chicken dish. So try and score it. And then do another split. Okay. Now I have to say these things are so bad that after I cooked them last time, when I was just washing the pan, the steam coming up from the pan just about sucked the air out of your lungs. So these will make for a nice tasty dish. So we have these available. The habaneros, those are for something else too. I just put them there because they look good. So these are the ones I'm going to use in here. So we'll just slice them up in little chunks so we've got little strips of it. Being that they're fresh, I kind of like to have a decent sized bite of the pepper. The jalapeno really isn't that hot on its own. Some can be, but generally they're not. Okay, so we just slice these up. Then after we get this done, we're going to put everything in the pan. So now we're going to take the onion, and there's a certain way to do that too. If you just cut the tail end of it off, and so it sets flat, go in the middle. Then if you do a quick peel, just take a coat of it with you, and you've got a nice peeled onion on each side. Then you can regulate how many slices come off of it. Really, pretty easy, really. Because you just take, if you want big pieces, like say, for this, we're gonna want rings. So we just turn it sideways, and we have rings. All right. While that's doing, let's prepare our dish. So we start with dumping in the potato mixture. Straight in. Both boxes, because one's really not enough. This is really, really tasty dish. So, 2 of them. Spread those around a bit. All right, now's when we put in our peppers. So, we'll take the peppers, because they're not going to cook in the sauce roux. They're going to cook through the potatoes. So we want to just kind of distribute the onions around a bit. And this is a coarse deal, because they'll all chop up a little bit when you get it done. So you kind of spread your peppers evenly. And you want to be careful with those red ones, like I said. Just want to distribute a little bit. All right, so got a little distribution. Now, I like to add a little something extra. Just some seasoned frozen French fries. Kind of adds a little different grit to the potato mixture with the cheese. So I put a couple handfuls in there. And you know what? Use them all, why not? Okay, so now we have that layered out. Okay, so now that we've got this built, now we're gonna add some cheese to it, but we've got to get the roux going because the butter's melted. So I'm gonna take a precisely measured 2 cups of milk and pour that in. Then I'm gonna add their seasoning packet, both of them. Just if I can get them open. Boy, those things are set for the millennia, aren't they? Season packet 1. And season packet 2. And you mix these 2 together so they mix together pretty well. And slowly I'll just drop in some I think I did about 4.5 ounces of Monterey Jack cheese. Okay, and while that's getting melted down a little bit, then we're going to take some cheddar cheese and we're going to put a layer of cheddar cheese with some openings into the pan over the potato pepper mixture. So we have a little bit extra. Throw it in too. Can never go wrong. So that's going to be the basic for this until we put the sauce in it. And then we're going to layer the top of it with the bacon strips. And then we're going to put it in the oven here at 425. So we should probably start that one off. All the potatoes with the sauce over the cheese. So now is when the fun comes in. Let's put the bacon in. So this is a thick cut. messy cut a little bit, but it's a thick cut. So what we're gonna do is just lay it across the top, because what we're hoping for is the bacon renders and fries and soaks down through the potatoes as well. Just lay it across. I thought about maybe doing a basket weave, but I thought, that's a lot of work. Maybe one of you guys can do it and put it in the comments below, and we'll have a judging as to who does the best basket weave. I'm gonna do it as a DirectX, just because I had one piece there left, and now I've got 3, but I'm gonna keep 2 for another dish. There we go, the DirectX. Okay, now let's get it in the oven. See you in an hour. Let's check the potatoes to see if they're done. Those look amazing. These potatoes look absolutely amazing, and they cost about $4 to make. So if you're looking for a value meal that tastes fantastic, this is it. So if you like it, hit the subscribe box and like. Doesn't cost you nothing, but it means a lot to us. So once again, thanks again. This is Texas Backyard Barbecue, indoor cooking.